Prime Minister Mark Carney has just landed in Washington in preparation for his high-stakes meeting with Donald Trump tomorrow. Both countries say trade and security will be on the agenda. And just what happens in the Oval Office could set the tone for the relationship moving forward. CTV's Couteur is traveling with the Prime Minister today, and there's a lot riding on this encounter. Mike.
Well, Heather, Prime Minister Mark Carney says his expectation is that these will be difficult yet constructive discussions with U.S. President Donald Trump. Now, one senior source tells CTV News they will be prepared for any scenario. A clear reference to how Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was berated in the Oval Office 2 months ago. Now, a number of ministers are accompanying Carney to D.C., including Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly, Public Safety Minister David McGuinty, and the Minister of International Trade Dominic LeBlanc. That delegation will also have meetings tonight with Canadian and American business leaders ahead of that big meeting with Trump tomorrow. Carney has already said he hopes to build on that first phone call with Trump last week. One source says not to expect white smoke when the meetings are over, a reference to the papal conclave being held later this week in Rome. Now, this is the first face-to-face meeting of these two leaders in their current roles, and the Canadian side is clearly trying to manage expectations. But talk of Canada's sovereignty continues to hang over these discussions. While Carney has said becoming the 51st state is out of the question, annexing Canada did come up again in an interview that Trump did with NBC's Meet the Press. Carney has said he wants to address the broader relationship between the two countries, but also the punishing tariffs that have been imposed on Canada by the U.S. Those levies continue to affect Canadian business, and removing them remains a top priority. Now, Carney's entire election campaign was based on him being the best person to deal with Trump and his threats. So there's a lot riding on this meeting.